Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things language and culture. My name is Kevin and today we're going to be trying out Clozemaster for Cantonese. So if you're out there studying Cantonese or learning Cantonese, this might be a language learning app for you to add to your list of Cantonese resources. I personally use Clozemaster for Spanish a little bit. I wasn't too hot on it, I think because there was such a large variety of resources out there for Spanish that I found other things that were more of my style. But I thought, why don't we give this a try for Cantonese? I have a lot fewer options when it comes to Cantonese. I think there just are fewer resources out there, unfortunately. So when I saw that this had a Cantonese option available, I thought, you know what, let's check it out. Let's see what it's all about. Cool, so I pulled up the dashboard here. I started a fresh account for Cantonese. So if I remember correctly, Clozemaster is a spaced repetition tool. So for those of you who are familiar with flashcards with Anki, and maybe I think Duolingo even follows this pattern, where you practice certain phrases or vocabulary words, and later they will repeat depending on if you got it right or if you got it wrong, or if you say that you got it right and you mastered it, then they're not going to show it again for you for a long time. So this kind of repetition is supposed to help you remember phrases or vocabulary words better. I'm not such a big fan of flashcards in general, but I think this is cool to kind of get my more familiarity with Cantonese characters, with Chinese characters, as well as I think this has a listening component as well, which I think is awesome because that's going to help me expose me to vocabulary that I don't have to worry about coming up with, right? So let's take a look. Let's try this fast fluency track first, play. We're gonna try vocabulary and multiple choice first. So look, this has an English translation here and you fill in the phrase. Now I'll say right off the bat, if you don't know any Chinese character, I think this is gonna be really too hard for you. So this is probably at least an intermediate level. I would say that you're gonna start with to be able to use this well. Oh, this is cool. I like how they incorporate jyutping, English, and the Chinese character. This actually might be useful for me where I'm at in my Cantonese journey right now, because I'm not super familiar with my Chinese reading, and my knowledge of Chinese characters is not super great. I have somewhat of understanding, but this will help me recognize more characters. I think it'll also help me with getting more familiarized with jyutping and pronouncing the words better, because I have a general recognition of everything, but it's not as precise as I'd like it to be. So let's see. 我諗嘢，所以我喺度。我諗嘢，所以我喺度。I don't know if this is a correct translation. Let me know in the comments below if this is how you would say I think, therefore I am. I feel like it's a bad translation actually, because haido means I am, but like location wise. I don't know, it sounds weird to me. Let me know if this is right or not. Tom 想帶你返屋企 is home. Okay. Let's see, there's some options to listen to this. Half speed. Tom 想帶你返屋企. Tom 想帶你返屋企. I think it's kind of cool that they allowed you to pronounce with the audio. The thing is you can practice with the jyutping, which is perfect. So 我咪叫你唔好一個人去咯. I don't think that was perfect, but practice. 你做咩粒聲唔出嘅？你做咩粒聲唔出嘅？包係我朋友。Bob had more朋友. I'm gonna put I mastered this. This is easy. gonna reset. It's gonna tell me back in October 3rd, 2022, if I open this app again around that time. 而家係3點正。正。係啦，我有啲嘢要話你知。我有啲嘢要話你知。Yay! So you can go to the next round. Go back to the dashboard here. And look, they keep track of when you play the game, how many new words or flashcards you went over, how many you reviewed. You have your streaks here. That's kind of cool. We're gonna try the next round, but this time we're gonna try the listening. I'm gonna see how that goes. Listening. So they have a text input option. I think it's gonna ask you to put characters, which I personally, it's gonna take too long, but we're gonna check it out. And if not, I think it allows you to go back to multiple choice. So. 咩話？我聽唔到你講乜嘢？ Yeah, I'm not gonna do it's gonna ask you to type the character, which it's gonna take way too long for me to do. Let's worry about the multiple choice. 咩話？我聽唔到你講咩啊？ So you see, I think this listening part is really cool to learn Chinese characters because you listen to it, you understand the phrase, and then they give you almost the whole phrase minus like a character or two, which you have to fill in. And I think that's awesome. You get to get familiarized with your reading and understanding the Chinese character. And you also get the jyutping and the audio so you can practice again on the first. I think this is cool. This is cool. Tom may go die. Tom is not big enough. Tom is not old enough. Tom may go die. Tom may go die. 點解你要咁對我? Why do you have to be like that to me? 點解你要咁對我? 可以問個問題嗎? 可以問個問題嗎? 我可唔可以問你做緊咩? Can I ask you what you're doing? 我可唔可以問你做緊咩? 打我啊? 打我啊? Like, are you hitting me? Hit me. 打我啊? 打我啊? Yay! All right, so in short, I thought Clozemaster was pretty cool. I like the fact that you get audio. I think it's not perfect. I don't know, let me know if you saw any phrases that were not perfectly translated or didn't quite make sense. I thought in general it was good. There might have been a couple of phrases that sound a little bit off to me. Let me know if I'm wrong. I did like that there was audio provided. I did like that there was Chinese characters, jyutping and English provided. And I like that you get to repeat the audio at half speed. I think it's actually kind of cool to kind of add 5 minutes, 10 minutes into your day. I might actually use this a little bit more often, especially I noticed that there's also a mobile app version of this. So maybe if I'm on the bus or the train, or if I have some spare time before my commute, or if I'm waiting for my appointment or something, this is something that I might pull out my phone and just spend a couple of minutes on getting some contact with Cantonese. They provide jyutping, they provide Cantonese Chinese characters, and they provide English translation. I think that is golden. And I think will use it more to get more familiar with Cantonese characters. I think it will also help me get more familiar with jyutping. And finally, I think it'll give me some more exposure, some more vocabulary, and it's kind of like a gamification of it, right? So if I have like 5 or 10 spare minutes, I'm gonna pull it out and give it a try. I like it. I think it's pretty good. If you are a big fan of language learning apps, I think this is a good one for Cantonese. Now, mind you, I think for complete beginners, this might be out of your reach just for now. But I think if you do have an upper beginner, intermediate, or advanced level, this is a great way to practice your pronunciation, get more vocabulary, and practice your recognition of Chinese characters. Cool, so if you liked today's video, please be sure to subscribe and like. And that's pretty much it for today. Follow my Cantonese playlist if you're just interested in my Cantonese content. Otherwise, feel free to browse all the variety of language learning content that I have for you. And that's pretty much it. Have a good time, have a good day, stay safe, stay happy, smile, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.